All right, let's dive right into this explainer. Look, we're tackling something today that pretty much every creator has agonized over at least once. You know the feeling, right? You put hours, maybe even days, into scripting, filming, and editing. You finally hit publish, your heart's racing, and then nothing. Crickets. It just flatlines at 0 views, or maybe, if you're lucky, it hits like 7 views and then completely dies. It's incredibly frustrating, and honestly, it just drains your motivation to keep going. But what if the problem isn't your content at all? What if the real issue is buried deep in the back end of your channel?
It's a painful question, but we really have to ask it. If you're stuck at 0 views, you've probably wondered if those hidden channel settings actually matter, or if it's all just some myth pushed by internet gurus. Well, to find out the absolute truth, the creator from our source material ran a live, controlled experiment. They basically spun up 2 brand new channels on the exact same day. Channel A had every single backend setting completely ignored, just left on default. Channel B, on the other hand, had all the optimal, hidden settings meticulously turned on and dialed in.
So after waiting a few days for the algorithm to kind of calibrate, they uploaded the exact same short video to both channels at the exact same time. The results? Wild. The settings off channel got literally 0 impressions. YouTube didn't push it at all. Nobody even had the chance to see it. But that settings on channel? It instantly blasted past 500 views on its very first upload. I mean, this pretty much proves that your backend settings are acting as the ultimate gatekeeper to your reach right out of the gate.
So, to make sense of all this, we're going to logically organize these 25 chaotic backend settings into 5 really specific, actionable buckets: myth-busting SEO, the hidden foundation, pro-growth hacks, future-proofing, and finally, the 7-day rule.
Okay, section 1, myth-busting SEO. Let's talk about titles versus tags.
To build our foundation, we actually need to shatter a massive piece of SEO advice you've probably heard 100 times. So check this out. The creator took a long-form video and dropped unique, totally gibberish words into 3 different places: the title, the description, and the tags. Then, they just searched for those gibberish words. When they searched the title word, boom, the video ranked #1 instantly. Same thing for the description word, #1 instantly. It just proves the algorithm is heavily reading those first few lines. But when they searched for the unique word hidden in the tags, YouTube literally gave them a no results found page. The video didn't even show up. The takeaway here is huge. Tags are a complete waste of your time. Seriously, stop stressing over them and pour all that energy into your title and those first 2 lines of your description.
Moving on to section 2, the hidden channel foundation.
All right, with that myth busted, let's get into the actual foundation. These are the toggles and drop-downs that tell the algorithm exactly who you are, what you make, and most importantly, who actually wants to watch it. First up, 2-step verification. It has to be on. If it's not, the algorithm literally doesn't even view you as a serious creator. Next, change your default upload visibility to unlisted. This is a great little trick that buys you vital time to properly dial in your SEO before the video hits the public algorithm. Third, unless you're strictly making stuff like cartoons or toy reviews, set made for kids to no. Setting it to yes severely limits your reach and completely disables your comment section, which absolutely kills engagement. And finally, for category, don't just guess. Grab a video link from your biggest competitor, run it through an online category checker, and match them exactly so the algorithm groups you together.
Now, we've got to dial in those audience identifiers. Make sure you set your exact video and description language. Think about it. If you're speaking Hindi, but the system is set to English, YouTube is going to test your video on English speakers. They'll click off immediately, and the retention will totally tank. Next, enable video quality enhancement so the AI can automatically polish up your audio and visuals. But here is an absolute genius trick: channel keywords. Do not leave this blank. You need to input the exact names of your top 5 biggest competitors right into your channel keywords box. This sends a massive signal to the algorithm, basically forcing your videos into the suggested feeds right below their content.
Actually, scratch that. None of this really matters if you can't even upload a custom thumbnail or a video longer than 15 minutes. To get those, you need advanced features. Step 1 is just standard phone verification, super easy. But for step 2, you get a few choices, and I am explicitly warning you here, avoid the channel history option. If you click that, you could be trapped in a brutal 2-month waiting period while YouTube slowly verifies your account. Instead, just do the video verification. It's literally a 6-second video where you stare at your phone camera, and you're usually fully approved within 24 hours.
Okay, section 3, secret pro growth hacks. This is where things get really fun.
So our foundation is solid. Now we're moving from basic setups to some pretty aggressive algorithm manipulating growth strategies. If you're running an older channel, pay super close attention to this. When you upload, YouTube tests your video on your subscribers first. But if you have a bunch of older, dead subscribers who aren't into your current niche anymore, they're just going to ignore the notification. That instantly tanks your click-through rate, and the algorithm basically says, oh, this video is bad, and stops pushing it. The fix is brilliantly simple. When you upload on desktop, just uncheck the box that says Publish to Subscriptions feed. This forces the algorithm to bypass the ghost town entirely and pushes your video straight to a fresh, active audience in the browse features.
Here's another amazing trick, especially for converting traffic from places like Instagram or WhatsApp. Usually you share a link, people click it, look around for 2 seconds, and leave without subscribing. But if you take your channel URL and just add !sub_confirmation=1 right at the very end, it changes the whole game. This is actually an official feature. When anyone clicks that new link, before they can even browse your page, a huge pop-up appears dead center on their screen asking them to confirm their subscription. It massively boosts your conversion rates just by putting the button right in their face.
And the hacks just keep coming. Let's talk about the Part 2 trap. Create a playlist of your absolute best, most closely related videos. Name that playlist Part 2 and paste the link in your new video's description. The algorithm reads the description, thinks the playlist is a literal continuation of the video, and will flood the suggested video section under your player with your own content. It totally traps the viewer in your ecosystem. Oh, and if you're a new Shorts creator, hide your likes. Seriously. If a viewer sees a short with like 3 likes, they automatically assume it's garbage and swipe away. Hide those numbers early on so they actually judge the content, not the metrics.
All right, Section 4, future-proofing against AI and spam. You need to set up some defenses to protect your channel's trust and revenue. This first one feels totally counterintuitive. Turn off auto chapters. You'd think it's a helpful AI feature, right? But YouTube's AI has this terrible habit of finding your video's massive climax or secret reveal and literally writing the spoiler out as a chapter title. It completely ruins the pacing. Viewers will just skip the first 8 minutes right to the end, and your retention gets absolutely destroyed. Turn it off. Also, make sure you block spam links in your comments because the algorithm hates a spammy comments section, and explicitly disallow third-party AI training so random companies can't just scrape your voice to make free clones.
Speaking of AI clones, YouTube now has a very strict altered content toggle for uploads. Look, if you're just using some basic AI-generated B-roll to make a point, you're fine to say no. But I gotta warn you, if you are using highly realistic AI voice clones or advanced deepfakes and you try to be sneaky and hide it by clicking no, you are walking right into a trap. YouTube's backend AI is incredibly smart now. It will catch the discrepancy, flag your entire account, and permanently deaden your reach as a penalty. Always disclose realistic AI. Let's wrap up the future-proofing. There's this awful myth floating around that if you fake your channel country and select USA, you'll magically get higher RPMs and make way more money. This is a fatal mistake. When it finally comes time to get paid, you won't be able to fill out the US AdSense tax forms, and your earnings will be permanently locked away. Always select your actual country. Meanwhile, for your channel page, use a tool like Gemini to write a heavily optimized About section. And visually, make sure you prioritize that smart For You section at the very top of your channel layout. That way, the algorithm can automatically serve up customized recommendations to every single person who visits your page.
And finally, Section 5, the 7-day rule.
Okay, we've dialed in the foundation, we've got the growth hacks, and the defenses are up. But there's one last, absolutely crucial timeline secret you need to know before you hit that upload button, the number 7. You must wait exactly 7 days after changing all these back-end settings before you upload that first video. Don't rush it. When you make massive changes to your channel's foundation, your keywords, category, language, the algorithm needs time to process all that new data. It needs a minute to recalibrate and figure out exactly where you belong in the YouTube ecosystem now. Give it those 7 days to lock in your brand new identity.
And that brings us to the ultimate takeaway of this explainer. These 25 settings, they are the perfect technical foundation. They practically guarantee that the algorithm knows exactly who you are and exactly who to serve your content to. But remember, once the system puts that video on a viewer's screen, your storytelling, your editing, and the actual value you provide, that still has to be excellent. Technical perfection gets you to the door, but great content is what actually opens it. So, with your channel completely optimized and the algorithm finally on your side, what's your next perfectly optimized video going to be about?